What's up, you guys? I want to give a huge shout out to AG1, our partner this week. You can try AG1 and get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first purchase. Go to drinkag1.com/glitter. That is drinkag1.com/glitter. What's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Glitter and Garbage. I'm Justine Marino, joined today by one of my favorite ladies in comedy. Yay. She is the hilarious comedian, fucking road dog extraordinaire. You are so funny. You've seen her on TV. You've seen her all over the country. Make it loud for Jessica Michelle Singleton. Woo!
Yay! Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Thank you for being here. I love that you wore a bright coral. Like, girls,
I had to pop.
You guys pop.
We've got to pop. Also, yeah. I'm telling you, bright colors and clips is something.
It is something. I mean, hello.
I'm just going to start dressing like a full-blown clown very soon. just
like
in a blue wig, and people are like, what's going on? I'm like, I just want the algorithm to see me.
I just want the algorithm to pick it up. Anything for the algorithm.
It's killing us.
It is killing us, for sure. It's such a bummer because you'll like put up a clip that you feel so excited about and good about, and you're like, this is going to connect
This is the
with
one.
People. It's the one. And then it'll do like 2 views.
Tank. And then you do a clip of you like farting into the microphone.
Yeah.
And people are like, my God, it's brilliant.
Yeah, it's, oh my God, it's the best ever. I know. One that I put up, it was like barely even a joke. And I was kind of like, I had a guy doing my clips for a while. And then I realized I'm too controlling for that. But one thing that he clipped, it was just me. I just say I'm 37. And then I like do a tiny joke about it, but there's not much more to it. And I was like, okay, like, almost 2 million views because everyone then is like, she looks 57.
Oh,
she
God.
looks 26. She looks 80. And I'm
She's
just
dead.
Like, she's
and you're
dead.
Like, this was fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Good. More comments.
But,
those boosted? Good, good.
Yeah. Oh, good. Cool,
More
cool.
of that? Great.
Yeah. Thanks.
That's so funny.
I know, but at this point, I have sold my soul. I'm like, talk all the shit you want as long as it fucking boosts these views,
whatever.
baby.
It's getting views.
Yeah, exactly.
Click. Come see me. Come shit on me in person, please.
Yeah, please come heckle me in person.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to have you on for a very specific reason.
I can't imagine what.
I can't imagine what it could be. First of all, I just want to say, you guys, you can now watch the full videos on my YouTube channel. So this is going to be one that you're going to want to watch.
Yeah, you're going to have to see this.
You're going to have to see it because we are talking today about bangs.
Bang gang.
Bang gang. Not to be confused with the gang bang.
Which thankfully you can't see on her YouTube.
Yeah.
But if times get dire, I'm kidding.
You don't know. Who knows?
Who knows what's going to happen?
Who knows? So please watch this one.
Please, God, go to YouTube.
So we don't have to do the gangbang. That's it. Coming in at 4, we actually have a gangbang.
The whole gang. The gang's all here. And I guess we're banging. It's commentary gangbang.
Oh my God. That would be so fun. Like
someone trying
live
to do bits.
riffing.
This is too much.
Too many dicks at one time.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy. Oh my God. Oh God. I'm dying. I knew this would be a fun episode. So your bangs.
Pretty fresh.
Mine are like a few weeks old.
Yours are like brand new.
Mine are brand new. You got yours. You made the choice. You were a little bit braver than I was, and I feel like you gave me hope that I
went
could.
Full.
You did.
I'm a full across the head. Flat bang.
I love it.
Thank you.
No, I love it.
I think you could pull it off. Not that you need to. You look great with those.
Thank you.
But thick hair works. And I think people are afraid of it. And I also think that as women, we're all afraid of bangs because everyone's like, bangs? What happened?
What
You
trauma?
crazy?
Yes, exactly.
And you're like, no, I just got tired of my forehead. I don't know what to tell you.
That's the thing. I don't know, and no judgment, because I will probably do it at some point, but I'm just not at the point where I'm comfortable enough doing Botox. I'm still too scared. So I'm like, I'll just bang it up,
Yeah, it's scary. I mean, same. It's scary.
Have you done it before?
No.
No, me neither.
No.
I know. You don't need to, though. You have like baby face.
It's coming,
It's coming.
You see it before other people do, but I'm going to hit the white lady wall. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be fine and then one day wake up and suddenly be 25 years older and be like, hey!
It's all over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, my mom aged terribly, but she also was like a chain smoking, like alcoholic.
Sure.
Who knows?
Who knows? The lifestyle choices.
I know. And part of me is like, if everyone's getting Botox, if I don't, then will I just get all the old lady parts?
That's what I'm like. Will my face look so different from everyone else's?
That people will be like, she's so unique.
Look, they're hiring everyone else for like the 20-something, and we're going in like the 50-year-old buddy comedy. Like, it's like Jessica Michelle and Justine.
Yeah, we're in our 30s. We're paying 60-year-olds.
Yeah, they're
two
like
60-year-old divorcees.
They take over the elderly home.
Holding hostages. Wow, they're so agile for their age.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's hysterical. I'm honestly loving my bangs just because my biggest like qualm about my face, the lines are like, I have such a heavy brow. I raise my eyebrows.
You raise your eyebrows a lot?
So I got a little.
I got 11. So like, I feel like if I had curtain bangs, which I tried to do at first, I feel like it was just like pointing to my 11.
It was like,
but I've had them since I was 5. I think I've just thought everyone was a piece of shit since I came out of the womb. I was just like, ugh.
I've had the lines I've had on my face, I've had for a very long time. Yeah.
So I'm used to them, but it's just like, I don't know. Am I supposed to be worried about it? You know what happened for me is, this is honestly embarrassing. I went to the Eras tour.
Okay. I'm in.
And as if Taylor Swift and I have anything in common, I was like, well, she has bangs and she looks great. And I literally was like, I have big teeth. She has big teeth. It might work for me. I literally copied Taylor Swift like a piece of shit. But I just was like, they look so good on her. Not taking into account, by the way, someone else probably absolutely does her hair every day.
For sure.
She's up at a concert in an arena.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I could have that hair.
To be fair, though, I was noticing her bangs. I saw the concert in theaters because I had already purchased for Madonna and Beyonce. And I was like, I've already blown my concert.
Enough. Yeah, I got hers first. And then I was like, well, I guess that's all I'm seeing.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I can't do Taylor.
This is the end of fun.
Yeah, exactly. This is the end of the road for me. But I was noticing in the movie, her bangs, I was like, they're sweaty, they're curly, they're all
there's
over
times
the place.
where it's like they like on their own at times don't even look good.
No, they don't.
They're smushed to her face. I mean, because she's fucking giving her all.
No, she is.
But I'm like, and she still rocks it.
She does rock it. And I was like, that was the moment for me where I was like, I have to do the bangs. So I was heavily influenced by the Eras tour as well.
Funny.
Because I was like, she's owning it. I was like, they're curly and all fucked up and like all over the place, but she's so confident. She's making it work.
Yeah. And then it's just like, oh yeah, she is made a career off of being, quote, in theory, the crazy girl.
Yes.
I mean, all of her songs are like, and then you slept with someone, I'm going to break up your wedding. Like, when you listen to some of those lyrics, you're like, good God.
Oh, I know.
You're hiding in a bush. Get up.
Exactly.
And
exactly. I mean, I'm into it. I'm so into it. And she's just so prolific, you know?
She's so great.
As a writer.
Yeah, it's like nonstop.
Yeah.
The Eras tour, I guess, is proof. It's just, she just keeps coming out with shit.
It's crazy. I mean, look, I've said this before, Swifties don't kill me. I don't identify as like a full Swiftie myself.
That's fair.
I'm like, I really...
Just kidding. I'm kidding.
You're like, I
go silent the rest of the episode. I refuse to talk to you.
Are you like hardcore Swiftie?
No. You know what? It's like, I loved her when she first came out. I'm a country girl. To the devastation of many Taylor Swift fans, I will die on the hill of her first album is the best album. And Fearless is maybe the second. But like, I still like all her other stuff, but I kind of fell out. And then when she was doing the Eras tour, I was like, oh, that could be a fun little like throwback. And then I started listening to like the playlist and because her new, like I hadn't really listened to Folklore or Midnight at all. But then I started listening to these playlists and I was like, oh fuck, she's good in every category.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
So yeah, I wasn't diehard, but she's definitely my number one like Spotify Wrapped artist this year because I've just been
interesting.
Kept listening.
Wait, I'm so curious because mine is all like weird, like sad girl pop people that are not that like that are not that well known.
They're like obscure.
Yeah, they're obscure. Like Fletcher was one. Do you know Fletcher?
No, I was going to say I've heard of Fletcher, but
it's okay.
There was a street in my college named Fletcher, and I think that's why.
Similar level of popularity. But what city did it say that you...
this is how country I am.
Okay.
Bozeman, Montana.
Oh my God. Mine was Colorado Springs.
Oh,
which
you are just.
I know, I'm trash.
Hurting.
I know.
It's crying. But fuck.
I know.
I was like, good, I have a show in Bozeman.
Yeah,
We can all
perfect.
go. I mean, my stuff was I'm so country. And it was like a thing I was closeted about for a long time. Like, because I feel like there's so many in LA, it's very liberal, and I'm liberal.
Sure.
But you hear that someone likes country music, and people go, "Oh, you fuck your cousin? What do you hate minorities?" You're like, no, I just like a story.
Yeah. I like a story.
I love
told.
a story.
Yeah.
Also, like 70s folk all day. Like, tell me a story in the song.
It is true that there is a little bit of a negative connotation with country.
There is. So I always
like wife
am
beating,
like,
right?
Yeah,
Like,
it's like you're all alcoholics.
Yeah.
We get it. You're dog.
Exactly.
And it's like,
Yeah.
okay, but the dog thing is sad.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But to be fair,
They love their dog.
They love their dog.
That's human.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, and so I think I was a fucking just like, I listen to everything, which I do.
Yeah.
And I love just fucking some good pop.
Yeah. Oh, me too.
Yeah. Or
Top
even
genre.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
There's not a genre that I really dislike other than I can't do like heavy metal.
Okay.
But there's even some of that because the guy I'm dating, he listens to heavy metal, and there have been some that are kind of experimental. I'm like, oh, when I put it in headphones, I get it.
It's kind of
It's just
fun.
when it's out loud at a concert, it's so scary.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like my head hurts, and everyone's punching each
Yeah.
other.
When you see the other people enjoying it, it looks terrifying.
Yeah.
But on my own, it's okay.
Like, oh, this is just sort of like noise.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who knew? It's more organized than I previously thought.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm trying to think any heavy metal. I mean, I kind of like Korn now and then.
Oh,
you know?
yeah, I mean,
that's not really metal.
Is that almost like
it?
pop metal?
Yeah, it's like I like pop, but pop anything.
I mean, me too. I mean, Britney,
obviously,
just like the old
Britney,
school.
Madonna,
all
the
girl
greats.
pop. I love.
Me too.
You know why? And people are gonna slaughter me for this, but I was having this conversation. Who was it with recently? I think I was on the back patio talking to maybe Megan Gailey at the Comedy Store. I don't remember, so I'm not lumping anyone else in with my crimes, but I am not crazy about Ariana Grande.
Oh,
She's objectively so talented.
Get out.
I know. Her music just doesn't resonate with me for some reason because I keep wanting to like her. I'm like, that's fine.
yeah. So I was not that into her, and then she came out with this song, and I like more of like a hip hop pop vibe.
Yeah.
Like my favorite Taylor era was Reputation. Like I saw the Reputation concert because that was more because I like dance.
Oh yeah,
as a professional
of course,
dancer.
as we all know,
as you know. Which, by the way, you guys, Jessica Michelle did the live show.
Forgot about that.
You and Dana Moon did. You guys were on walkers, weren't you?
I did a walker.
Solo with a walker.
with Walk It Out.
With Walk It
and
Out
I
by
twerked on a walker.
Yes.
And then Dana and I did the Magic Mike.
Oh my God.
The Hornet, let's do it. Yeah, Genuine? Is that what it's called?
Genuine.
Genuine? Honestly,
Yeah, she is.
Cancel me.
She is a typical country
I'm
fan.
having, what the fuck? Did I just have a stroke? I was like, what just came out of my mouth?
Genuine.
Anyways.
To be fair, though.
I love Genuine.
I love Guinea wine.
Yeah, so fun.
So fun.
That just sounds like a racist Italian wine.
It does. It really
honestly probably tastes fabulous.
I'm Italian.
It's a Nebbiolo.
Yes, exactly.
It's wonderful.
It's wonderful. It's WAP wine. We love it. I'm Italian. I can say it.
And we also have wet ass pussies.
Yes,
so it's
exactly.
fine.
We do. We do have wet ass pussies. I loved that dance. Both of those dances. That was a really fun show. Jessica killed it. So funny. So silly.
I love a bit.
Yeah, I love a bit too. I love a bit.
Yeah.
But the pop I like tends to be a little bit more like hip hop heavy. So until Ariana released she did a song with Nicki Minaj called Bed that I was like obsessed with.
Okay.
And then right after that, she came out with the Thank You Next album, which was a little more my speed.
Yeah, that's when I started to kind of be like, okay, like I had a thing with Thank You Next when that came out. I was like, maybe I haven't really listened to her.
Yeah.
But then I listened to her other stuff and I was like, maybe I just like this.
Yeah, maybe I just like
and
this
she's
one.
she's so talented. Like her voice is incredible. Every time she's like featured or like singing on something with someone, I'm like, oh fuck. It just for some reason I'm like bummed about it. That I just go, oh, I guess I'm not I'm not a whatever Ariana Grande fans are called.
You know, an Arianator.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I literally didn't know. That's how far removed I am.
I will just say I'm into Ari, but it did take some time. And Thank You Next is like my favorite of hers.
It's great.
It's so good, that whole album.
Yeah.
It's a little break up with your girlfriend because I'm bored. A little close to home what with all the stuff that happened this year.
Yikes.
But still love her, talented.
Very talented.
Yes, absolutely so talented. Now let's talk about, I did want to ask about your bangs. So was it really just you went to Taylor Swift and you were like, yes, I can do that?
Well, it was probably 6 to 8 months before that of really thinking about bangs, and I had like a very long curtain bang, and my hairdresser, who's one of my best friends, who was actually at the show with me, she was like, I'm not gonna give you a hard bang like initially. She's like, she probably has too much trauma from people going, what have I done?
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, and I kept fucking like a crazy person in the mirror being like, I think I could pull it off. I could do it.
Did you do any of the apps? I was doing after app.
I finally like found a good app where I photoshopped them and I showed her and I was like, come on. And she's like, okay.
Yeah.
I will do it. Because Alex, she has bangs now.
Yeah. Oh God. Now everyone's getting bangs. I have bangs now.
She literally was like, saw mine and like, we are like the same height and have like similar hair. And she's like, I'm getting bangs.
Now it is hard because my mom's a hairdresser and I have thick and wavy hair like you. Like there's texture to it.
My hair is like 8 people's hair.
Yeah,
it's
same.
psychotic.
Mine, it's like, and when it's really long, like I've had mine really long. It's like just a blanket, a hair blanket.
Oh yeah, but you guys can't see it. There's just a rat's nest back here right now.
Yeah.
It's so much.
No, it looks great, but it's like beachy, you know?
Yeah, and people with thin hair, the murder stare I'll get if I go, my hair.
Oh
They're
my
like,
God. I know people get I'm like, I just have so much.
Just so hard to style all of my beautiful hair.
All of my unending hair. Now, you probably don't have this problem because I'm Sicilian. I have hair. I've had to laser everything else off.
That's so funny.
Like my arms literally used to look like Robin Williams' arms. Like Adam Ray's arms were like they were as hairy as Adam. Like I was standing next to Adam Ray and I was like, my arms are as hairy as Adam Ray's.
That's so funny.
I love Adam Ray's hairy arms. I did not like it on
want
me.
Them.
Yes.
I have I have a lot of hair, but it's very blonde on my body. I got lucky in that way.
Oh yeah, you're lucky.
Because if I had any other shade of body hair, I don't know.
She'd be like a fucking gremlin walking
around.
I'd
just like, and I'm so lazy that I would just, a fundamental part of who I was would be like, yeah, she's kind of hairy though.
Yeah. Well, I remember back in the day when you remember when the tabloids were super trash and like they would be like celebrity flaws, the good old days.
A hair out of place.
Yes.
Look at this fat pig. It's a woman who's smaller than all of us.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, wow.
She's pregnant.
She's literally pregnant. It's like, what? It was so crazy that we lived through that time. But there was one article once that was like, Alyssa Milano, hairy arms. And I was like, oh no, that's going to be me.
Oh God.
So there was some trauma. And then when we filmed the first Funny Dance show, I literally caught when I looked at the footage after, I was like, oh, I gotta get lasered before that. And I got lasered before the other ones that we shot.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
I know, because I was just like, oh God, you could like braid it. It's a lot.
You're like, I can't wear long sleeves all the time.
I know, I can't. Exactly. People are gonna be like, is she a burn victim? What's going on? Now, did you have a complicated relationship with bangs prior to getting these bangs?
Yes, only in the sense that I'd tried it before and I was so inept at hairstyling at all that like they'd be great when I first got them. And I would just get so mad. I'm just, literally a workaholic. And so having to get ready it's an ordeal for every woman.
Yeah.
It's not more of an ordeal for me. I just allow myself to get more angry about it.
Yeah.
When it's like, if I don't have to go out and which real fucking great choice being on stage for a living and now on camera all the fucking time. You know? It's like every little thing is filmed.
I know.
And it's fine, but it's like, oh, I can't just, there were things even early in my stand-up career. It was before I was even, like really making money, but I'd show up to things that I thought were podcasts I didn't know were being filmed. I mean, there's things out there where it's like, I look like an aggressive, like butch lesbian.
Oh my God.
Because I'm just like in a hat and I'm like, I should care about my appearance. Like, but people like, even if it does, it's not like you have to like, I have to look hot. You know, obviously, like we all want to fucking
obviously
look hot.
That is true.
But it's people like remember you based on how you look.
Yes,
and they like
totally.
recognize something. And so I just was so, I think, like lazy and I was so bad at like styling in my 20s that I couldn't maintain them.
Yeah.
But now when I had like a friend I was comfortable enough who does my hair going, can you just kind of show me? Can you like walk me through it?
Yeah.
Turns out actually what I was afraid to do was ask anyone how to do it. Like, and I'm like, oh, it's just this for a few minutes with a fucking blow dryer and I'm fine?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. But no, other than really bad like Fantastic Sam's haircuts as a child where I look back on photos and my bangs are like, because I had bangs as a little kid, but they're just like flat to the head and like, because it's like, well, what did you expect with a $2 haircut, Mom?
It's got some personality, though.
Yeah, it builds character. I have enough character. I have too much character, some would say. So, yeah, it was, I think I was afraid that I would get them and then a week later be like, what the fuck did I do?
Totally.
But so I love them.
I'm so into them. And when I started stand-up, which was 2008, which we started around the same time, right?
Yeah, I moved out here in 2010.
Okay.
So,
So you probably missed my bangs era. But when I started stand-up, Mary-Kate and Ashley had these amazing bangs.
Was obsessed with them at that time.
2004. And which, by the way, I'm like, I have so much more hair than them. They have blonde hair. I have dark
Their hair's
hair.
like withering away.
I know, exactly. So I'm just like...
I say as I was like trying to get people to be like, you know, they split meals. I was always trying to find someone like, we could just split meals together. Just finding a friend to be like, don't you want to split a meal?
Don't you want to have an eating disorder with me?
Yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck was wrong with me?
We all did.
Yeah.
It was the tabloid era. Because they'd be like, they'd stay so thin because they split meals, you know?
Yeah, their meal is a cigarette.
Exactly.
And I'm eating a cigarette.
Right under the... You're just chomping.
So hungry.
You're like forking just a fucking bowl of cigarettes.
Dipping it in ranch.
Yeah. Yum. I'm stuffed.
I'm so thin.
I'm so thin.
Disgusting.
I was also way too thin when I started stand-up. So I really was like emaciated and then just had these crazy, like all of my weight was in my bangs, basically. But I have this one headshot that I'm sure you may have seen.
Oh, probably throughout the years.
Yes. And
God knows people will find the oldest and your least favorite photo of you and use it on everything.
Literally, I'm 24 in this picture. They used it until I was well into my 30s. And when we were there, you know, it was only like my second time doing headshots in LA. My mom came and like I said, she's a hairstylist. But we have the hair and makeup person there, which, by the way, if you're in LA and someone says they do both hair and makeup.
Red flag.
Red flag. I mean, unless they really do. Like, I know like 2 stylists who do them both very well, who do both hair and makeup very well. Other than that, it's like a makeup artist who can like
kind of do hair. Yeah, I was like, I learned very quickly. It's like, I have to get a blowout.
Yeah.
If I'm showing up to someone who does hair and makeup. It's like, they'll just fix it.
Yeah, they'll just like.
My hair, I can't come and be like, it's also just like, do you have 3 extra hours before we shoot?
Exactly. That's the thing is like people like us, when we have so much hair, it takes more time.
Yeah.
But there was this woman who was doing my hair and she starts flat ironing my bangs, like straight down, just going over and over. And my mom's sitting there like, well, this must be what they do in Los Angeles. Like, didn't want to like.
She's like, they probably have a different process.
Yeah, she's like, they have a different way of doing it. They're professionals. This is LA, and it was like a legit photographer and stuff.
Yeah, and an overpriced hair person.
Oh my God! And just like the bangs, they looked like the bottom of a broom. Okay, they were just like stuck directly.
You're
to
like, I'm
my
not
head.
a man in a '90s grunge band.
That's
what are
exactly
we doing?
what it looked like, and that headshot haunted me for years.
Just
so
like,
it literally
everywhere
just
you
like,
go.
just like
remember me,
remember me,
never forget,
never forget. Exactly. It was like improv everywhere. In literally like 10, 12, 15 years after having this headshot, it haunted me. So I was very like openly spoke out against bangs. Like I was anti-bangs for a long time.
Yeah. Well, and then you see people who I remember. I don't even know. Do you remember Danielle Stewart?
Yes, I love Danielle, and she had bangs.
She had bangs, but then she got them accidentally cut too short, and she opened on a line once, and it hit so hard that then she kept cutting her bangs really short because the opener
the joke.
And I was like, this is a slippery slope.
Oh,
and also,
no.
it's like when they fuck up and they're too short, you look crazy.
I mean, we all remember.
Or hard. You just look like like really hardcore.
You do look hardcore. I mean, like,
it's a vibe.
I'll never forget. I'm a big Scream fan, so I reference Scream a lot. But Courtney Cox's baby bangs in Scream 3.
Oh God,
they're so bad. They're like,
it's just so weird.
It's like wisps.
Who chose that? It looks like you're dying.
I know, it does look like she's dying. It looks like her hair is weirdly just like,
or like you're just coming back from cancer.
Yeah, and like for some reason it grew everywhere else.
But here it's just like we're still
we're still struggling. It was so weird. So yeah, I could never do baby bangs, but I was terrified for a long time.
Same. Well, because it's like I think it's a real. It's an art form, like for the person cutting them. And it's a very fine line of if you fuck up, you're fucked.
It is. If
they go too short, you're fucked.
You're fucked.
And then it's like you want them short enough that you're not gonna have to get them cut the next day.
I know,
but it
is a fine line.
It's
like,
hard.
I'm already thinking like, how short should I go? Because I got them like kind of long, and they're like right in my eyes, which is fine. You know, I wear glasses a lot, so the glasses will kind of like...
Yeah, when it's also like, there is almost like a look that I do like when they're kind of down, but not on stage. Because it's like, I need you to see me expressing.
Exactly.
So it's like trying to find...
It is tough.
And I realized it's just a very different experience on stage with bangs, which sounds so silly.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I didn't think about my hair as like a tool.
Yeah.
But I just end up going crazy with my hair sometimes. I don't even know what I do, but it's like I'll have it in a bun and it's like flopping around and I don't even think about it, but it ends up being just with bangs, it's somehow different. Or I'll just be stuck with like something like this and I'm like, it didn't bounce back.
Yeah, no, it didn't.
So now I just
didn't
am
bounce
doing this, which maybe as a comedian has its own merit. So people are like, this one crazy woman with her bangs sticking straight up was wonderful.
You're like the bang act out comedian.
Yeah, then it's like that's going to be my like photo on the...
Yeah, it just gets like crazier and crazier. There's one photographer, speaking of like horrible pictures that haunt you, there's one photographer, I'll tell you the name off air.
Okay.
But he famously has like photographed everyone and put everything on Getty, and they're the worst pictures. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think
okay.
so.
So funny. But like, talk about like not caring what you look like. I definitely did not care what I looked like at like 26 going to shows.
No.
I'm just like my face is shiny. I'm wearing like an ill-fitting blazer. Like,
yeah, you like hadn't learned how to be an adult. We were all just pretending.
Well, and also
I didn't give a fuck.
And also like, we were pretending for sure, like, I'll put on a blazer. I'm an
adult.
Yeah. But also, did you feel when you started, like, because I'm much more comfortable now dressing cute on stage.
Yeah. That I like
that
wanted it to be
down.
about the material.
Yes.
I needed you to take me seriously.
Yeah, exactly.
And also I didn't want the idea of someone being like, she's only on this because she's cute or because someone wants to fuck her or like... Yeah. Or that people... it's also like some of it was like a fucking lie, I think, that was fed to me.
Oh,
it's
totally.
Like, if you're too dressed up, people won't pay attention. And it's like, what kind of outfit do you think I'm going to wear?
Yeah.
I'm not coming out with fucking nipple tassels on. Like, what do you... I'm not... What?
Could you imagine, though, nipple tassels?
I mean...
You'd get remembered. You'd go viral.
Yeah. Woo! They just spin like those little beanie hats. On their own. Every time you hit a punchline, they're like, woo! I mean, I feel like somebody told me that early on, and it's like, do you have cataracts? Like, I'm not so hot that my outfit is gonna be... It's like, I can pull myself together. I can look nice.
Yeah.
No one's gonna be like, who's this supermodel telling her little stories? We don't believe you. You're too hot.
You're too hot.
Yeah, it's like, it's also, people listen more if you're hot.
I think so.
They want you to be good. They're rooting for you.
They're
We know that now with like Matt Rife.
Oh,
it's
I know.
like good for him. But it's like, they give you leeway. If you come out not hot, they're like, this better be good.
You're like, you better make up for
fucking
this
hit hard immediately.
shitty look I'm seeing.
Yeah, you're hurting my eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
Make my ears happy.
Oh my God, that's so funny. That's so true. I feel like I was totally fed this like dialogue of like, don't dress too cute.
You can't dress up. And it's like, what are you, so horny you can't listen?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's men, but it's also
probably
like, those men aren't going to listen to me anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
They're just fucking zoning out if that's how they are.
Totally. And I feel like the people who are going to listen, they're going to listen regardless of what you're wearing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like, just be funny.
Yeah, exactly.
It does not matter what you're wearing.
It does not matter. I mean, I mean, when I first started, I brought cupcakes to all my shows.
I remember.
Do you remember that? And so I was like, I don't care if everyone thinks I am just on the show because of cupcakes. I am going to get these spots.
I'm kidding. I mean, here's the thing. Whatever gets you in the door, it works.
It worked.
I mean, I got over all of that at some point because it was even like at first it was like, well, I don't want to be on the show just because you want a woman. I'm like, well, if that's why you're going to book me, I'm going to show up and do the spot.
Yeah.
And it's also like, if you booked me because you want to fuck me and that's a thing in your head, that's not my problem.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't care.
That's
I'm
on
gonna
you.
do my bit and go home.
Yeah, exactly.
And like, I'm not saying like if someone out were like, I'll book you if you fuck. That's disgusting. But like people would, it's like, people go, she's cute. I'm going to ask her. Maybe we'll talk and there will be it's like, you can't worry about that shit.
Yeah, you really can't.
Show up and be funny.
But also how hilarious, like if someone's like, I'll fuck you. If you fuck me, I'll give you a spot on my flapper show or something.
I mean, truly. I remember I once had a comic be like, I was like, oh, hey, if you ever need someone to like feature for you on the road, I would, I'm trying to do more road work. This was early on when I was fucking trying to do more road work.
Yeah.
And then I kept doing road work, which I love. But featuring is hell on earth.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, what are you going to do for me? And I was like, be a good feature act.
What?
What do you mean?
Oh my God.
And then I was like, never mind.
Yeah. Wow. Ew. Gross. Is he still working? Yeah, I know. Oh, we've got so much to gossip about.
Oh, so much gossip. But it was just like, and I mean, that's a hard thing anyway, as well. Like as a woman, people worrying about that. Like, I think that was the only time I ever had someone like overtly do that.
Yeah.
But I had more than one man be like, I'm worried that people will think I'm a creep. And I'm like, for bringing a woman on the road? Well, are you a creep?
Yeah.
And also I had to say to someone, like a friend who did end up letting me open for him, he's like, I'm just worried people think that I'm bringing you on the road because I'm like trying to creep on you. And, I'm like an older single male comic. And I was like, I understand that. I also have to deal with that.
Yeah.
And by the way, regardless of what people think or how funny I am, they are always going to be like, she fucked somebody.
Exactly.
That's the reality of being a woman.
Yeah.
Is someone will be like, well, who'd she fuck?
Yeah,
and it's
exactly.
Like, nobody.
Literally
well,
no one.
A lot of people, but not for things.
Not for things.
Yeah, I mean, the people I fucked for nothing, my God.
So if I had a fucking a dime a dozen, man.
Yeah, I would be able to produce all of my own things if I had a dime for all of the people I fucked for no reason.
Exactly. I know. Sometimes I'm like, I should have probably fucked a little smarter.
Yeah, I'm like, I guess I could have fucked for things.
Yeah, I know. It's
why
like,
didn't I fuck for something?
Does anyone want to fuck us for things?
Yeah.
We both have boyfriends, but come
on.
You
can fuck them too if the price is right.
We'll all fuck you for things.
Give me a thing. What's the thing? We'll talk about it.
What's up, guys? Taking a quick break to shout out our partner AG1, the daily foundational nutrition supplement that supports whole body health. I drink it literally every day. And as you guys know, I gave AG1 a try because I'm vegan. It's very hard to get all the vitamins and minerals and everything your body needs from a vegan diet alone. So you do end up needing to take some supplements. I love that I can do it all in one scoop. I do it in the morning before I even have my coffee. It perks me up for the day. So I am flying by the time I have my cold brew. It's a really wonderful way to start the day. Just full manic energy. And I love it. It makes me feel energized. It's great with digestion. It's packed with 75 vitamins, minerals, probiotics, and whole food sourced ingredients of high quality that give me major benefits like gut and mood support, boosted energy, even healthier looking skin and nails, you guys. And I'm super vain. So that's what I'm going for. And you get all of that in every single scoop. Again, one scoop in the morning. If you're traveling, they have travel packs. It's all so easy. Cool glass of water is all you need to get your AG1 on. And right now, if you want to take ownership of your health, try AG1 and get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first purchase. Go to drinkag1.com/glitter. That is drinkag1.com/glitter. Check it out. It's so true. I don't know about you. When I first started too, I had this thing of like, I'm not going to sleep with any comics at all. Did you?
No. Every time I fucked a comic after that, I was like, I'm not sleeping with any comics again. And then I was like, well, this guy's here and I'm horny and he seems like a decent enough human, which tells you how low the bar was. Yeah. When I was like, this male comedian seems like a decent enough human. But it was always just like, I never felt, I feel like I was lucky in that for the most part, most of the male comics I hooked up with, they're like good. They're the rare like good guys.
Right.
Yeah, they were never like creepy disasters.
Yeah, I mean, and don't get me wrong, a couple slipped in there.
Yeah.
You know,
and they do.
They fucking
Their
slip
teeny
in.
tiny dicks will slip right in.
Yeah, exactly. They will slip right in.
Whoa, how'd you get here?
Yeah, how'd you get? Whoa, where'd that guy come
Hey,
from?
bud.
Hey, buddy. Yeah, I mean, you're just after a while though, you're just like, this is the only. If it's
That's who you're around.
You
it's like
either-
that or a fan.
Yeah,
and like
oh god.
and like male comics they'll get fucking out of their league cute women who laugh at them at a show. Female comics get like a man with one tooth who's like, I heard you say butthole.
Well,
and you're like, great.
well, that's like our shared fan that we have.
Oh God.
So you guys, when I learned about your bangs, it was because I was in Vegas and a guy left a weird comment that was like, I haven't been laid in years, but I wish I could date a really sexy comedian like Justine Marino or Jessica Michelle Singleton.
And honestly, I was so flattered. I was like, did you just put me in the same league as Justine? Who are you?
I love you.
I DM him.
You're like, actually.
You can. And he immediately got so creepy and kept tagging us and was like the creepiest.
Yeah,
person
he
on
was.
earth.
And also, I believe, oh no, he wasn't the guy. I told you there was another guy who kept DMing me. He seemed tame compared to the guy who kept DMing me about, guys, this is really dirty, but I'm just repeating exactly what was said.
Oh no.
He was like, oh yeah, you're creamy pussy. He said
Creamy pussy?
He said creamy pussy. So
What are you,
much-
5?
Exactly.
Gross.
I know. I was like, dude, you get like 4 creamy pussies top like at 5.
Hey, I leave if you want to like DM and throw things in there and say good job and have one creepy comment,
Yeah.
I'll pretend I didn't see it.
Same. But like
Creamy pussy?
5 to 7 creamy pussies.
That's like something I would have thought of when I was in an AOL chat room when I was 12 years old. Sexting, what was that? Cyber sexting? Oh, all the time. Disgusting.
Yes.
Creamy pussy.
Creamy pussy.
Ew.
Isn't that gross? Like creamy, like that sounds like infection.
Infected.
Yeah, that's
it's
not
like,
good.
Ew.
I know.
I'm haunted.
I know. I was haunted. So like that guy, and I think I was like, oh, this guy doesn't seem that. And then our fan continued to leave creepy comments, and I had to block him.
Yeah,
as
same.
well. But you said you actually said your quote was, I can't believe he put me in the same category as you. It must be the new bangs. And I was like, I've got to see these bangs. But also I said, you're gorgeous. So I don't subscribe to that notion.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Take it, bitch.
But you're so beautiful. And I'm
Thank
like,
you.
Oh my God.
Thank
please
you.
let me be a hot Italian woman.
No, you are.
Which
You're a hot Italian.
Yeah, I'm totally Italian.
Wait, what is your background?
I'm a hodgepodge of things. I'm Ashkenazi Jewish and then a bunch of European mutt stuff. I came from a sperm bank. So
Oh,
I
right.
didn't know I was Jewish until 23andMe.
Oh.
Yeah. And then I did it. And the first person I told was Nicole Amy Schreiber. And she's like, I knew it.
Oh, hilarious.
She's like, I just knew it. You're too funny and smart and neurotic. And I was like, okay, well, we can stop with the list.
Yeah.
And I was like, you can't claim that. She's like, but I can because I was right. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
That is true.
So yeah, I grew up thinking I was Irish and German, and then it turns out I am those things a little bit, but I'm more Jewish than anything else.
Interesting.
And then like some German, some Irish, some Eastern European.
Yeah.
I think maybe like 0.1% like Sardinian.
Okay. All right.
But my family, if you met my like mom's like aunts and uncles, because they're not Jewish. This is all sperm bank.
Yeah.
Because I got her 23andMe thinking like, we're going to find out you guys are all like Jews and your family like buried it because they were afraid or whatever. Nope, just me.
Just you.
But like they have, and I guess that says something about like don't stereotype so much, but like, or they're from New York, so maybe it's just a New York thing, but they have like an Italian or Jewish energy. It's just like loud and funny. And
it's the same kind of energy because people mistake me for Jewish a lot in my dad's side of the family. And I think it's just like East Coast Italian and Jewish.
Yeah, it's just, I think it's like East Coast.
Yeah.
People are loud. They like make fun of each other.
Yeah.
And they seem to always be eating dinner. I don't know. Never seen
hungry.
a family gathering more than I have with East Coast families.
Oh, I know. It's crazy. Out here, it's like, we're splitting our meals. So it's like...
Yeah, do you want to go to Sweet Green and share a harvest bowl? I'm only eating half of mine. Thanksgiving.
Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
I did. My boyfriend has a cousin who lives in Venice, right on the canals.
Oh, that's nice.
So cute. So we got to like walk around. There's
that's
canals
so
here.
cute.
I didn't even know that till I started dating
The canals are so cute.
They're so cute. So we did a little walk around and just had like a nice Thanksgiving with his kind of extended family.
Nice. Yeah. We did like a Friendsgiving thing that was fun.
I did that last year.
Yeah.
But classic me, I'm so last minute with everything that I'll be like, I'm gonna do this thing, and then I think about inviting everyone, and then I don't. And the day of, I'm like, oh fuck, I only invited I told like 3 people.
Oh yeah.
I had like so much food. I was like, are you doing anything? Feel free to come over. And I feel like I'm always like, this looks like I am replacing, like you're a backup, but really I'm
just wildly disorganized.
Yeah, God, like forget trying to like invite people to anything. I'll like start going through my phone and get through a few people and then just like lose steam. And I'm like, well, I should probably figure out evites, but here we are, just texting people and giving up.
Oh, that's hilarious. I feel like I wish you could take a little bit of my like neuroses and over planning. I'll be like sending out a save the date, sending out an actual like flyer invitation. Like I'm just like a psycho.
I love that. Anything else, I'm so neurotic. With that, it's like, it's the same reason like I shouldn't say this because I have a show that I kind of produce, but I hate producing shows. It's like that organizational like muscle. I just never grew it. So I'm constantly frazzled.
No, it's true. Like thinking about Funny Dance Show was so fun. And sometimes I'm like, oh, it'd be fun to like do it again or do some sort of fun show like that.
Yeah.
Because it's fun to have like a hot show that people want to come to.
Yeah, and it
you
was
know?
different and exciting. Everyone would show up and just hang out. It's great.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, it'd be fun to do that again. But then I think about how much fucking work it takes. And then just like getting people there. And then you have comics drop out at the last minute and you have to replace them.
Yeah, and especially a show like that you're like, it's a concept
Oh
show.
my God, that like was crazy to try and replace people for. Yeah.
Yeah, because mine, the one I do, it's like kind of hiatus, but I'm bringing it back in a new format because we're going to try to shoot it and do all the fucking things.
Yeah.
But like, it's kind of a format too. And it's just going through old jokes, but in a like formatted sense. And even just like, I'm such I don't know if it's people pleasing or what my trauma is that makes me struggle with this, but asking people to do like an assignment show, I'm like, hey, I have this thing. You know, we're just like, it's kind of a thing.
Yeah.
You got to do, but it's fun and the audience is good. And you'll have a good time, I promise. And most comics do. They're like, oh my God, I'm so glad I did that. But I'm like, can you dig out your old notebooks?
Yeah.
And then you're fucking asking people to choreograph a dance. I could alone, just on the premise alone, I could never produce that show. There's a million reasons I couldn't produce your show.
Honestly, I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, how the fuck did we get people to do that? Like,
everyone was excited. They're like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, and we got like really good comics like you, Dana, like working comics, like people that like Chris Redd did it and then was on SNL like the fucking next month. You know?
And it's choreographing dances.
Yes, it's crazy. And that's why I was always like, I'll help you guys. You know, I was like the dance mom. Like,
you're like, do you need anything?
Yeah, exactly. But it was like, hey, like totally fine if not, giving that out. But like,
I kind of wish I want to like get over that. I want to be more assertive. Sometimes I think like, and I haven't until recently been the kind of person who's like, are men doing this?
Yeah.
But I've seen how my boyfriend like does outreach and stuff sometimes where he's not a comic. He works at an agency. So it's like he has that fucking psychotic agent's shark fucking brain.
Sure.
But like the brevity and the like confidence of just like, let's get something scheduled instead of, hey, I don't know if you have anything available, if you'd be interested. He's just like, what's up with this? Let's do it. And I'm like,
I love that.
How do you do? And I'll try to type it. I'm like, no worries if not.
Yeah. Oh, no worries if not.
At the end. Okay, bye.
Love you either way. Yeah.
We should hang out either way.
Yeah.
How's the family? Bye.
Well, even just asking someone to do a podcast, I get nervous about because it's like, there's so many podcasts. You have to drive. Like, you don't have to prep anything, but you do have to like show up and it's a whole thing.
And we're all constantly doing 8 million things.
Yeah, exactly. And everyone has a podcast. So like, it's like you're constantly getting asked. So I'm totally always like, totally fine if not. That's why when I was pitching the Bangs episode to you, I was like, this is so fucking stupid.
We could talk about
bangs. I was like, we could do a whole Bangs episode, but you were like, that sounds amazing.
I know. Well, it's like I'm trying to be better about. I'm not trying to go like full Shonda Rhimes and say yes to everything. But is that her book? Oh my God.
Wait, is it? Yes. God, fucking knew
Thank
it.
God.
I knew Aaron would come in clutch.
I was like, let it not be someone completely different. But like, I get so, I don't know, like blinders when I'm working on my own things and I'll have like a couple projects, things in the fire and they're like moving. But we all know how that goes. Like they don't always move all the way forward,
Yeah.
but I'll just say no to everything in like certain chunks. And I'm like, don't do that. It's also, I have like, yeah, I love doing this.
Yeah, I've been trying to do more like just saying yes to things.
Yeah.
Like everything.
With discretion.
With discretion. I mean, obviously. Yeah, exactly.
That's the other thing is I'll start saying yes to everything. And then I'm like on a podcast and I'm in like an open micer's basement and it's the first episode. And then they're like, you should co-host it with me. And
No,
you're like,
exactly.
okay.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I gotta go. But for the most part, if I'm trying to be better about like saying yes to things, even if like instinctively, like someone emailed me about something a couple weeks ago and I was like, this sounds weird. And I sent it to my manager, but it ends up, it's like a pretty good deal. Like I was to my boyfriend, I was like, I think I might just pass. He goes, at least have your manager look at it. And then it ends up that it turns out it's like a pretty good opportunity.
It's like a great thing.
Yeah,
Dude,
I know.
I think about that sometimes because I'm like, how many good opportunities?
Yeah. I know.
Or the things I've half-assed, self-tapes, and then like it's a show that's like, I mean, granted, I'm still like, were they going to cast me on a self-tape? But I'm like, well, they wanted me to do a lead self-tape, and it was in the time when whatever. But like, and the show's just like going and going, and I'm like, it's good that I didn't really make an effort on
I
that.
know.
And it's also like, I probably wouldn't have gotten it, but it would feel a little bit better being like, I really tried.
I tried.
Or maybe it would feel worse. I
But
don't know.
also, you really don't know, because sometimes you can audition for something and they'll bring you in for something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's like, oh yeah, say yes to this because it might not be this, but
Yeah. I'm just very trying to be into like intuitively saying yes to things.
yeah.
Yep.
Same.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you said yes to this.
Me too. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. Now, before we get out of here, what are some of your favorite celebrity bangs? Like the most iconic, like top 3
Oh God.
bangs.
Besides Taylor.
Besides Taylor. Obviously, Taylor is incredible.
I'm trying to think.
I can go first if you want.
Yeah, that might give me some inspo.
Okay, great. So my major inspo for these bangs were Jenna Ortega from Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause
Okay.
obviously I was like, okay, I always have to see it with someone with dark hair, because with
You just don't know.
with the lighter hair, like there's movement, like there's depth with the color and stuff.
Yeah.
But with this, it can really easily end up looking just like a wig and just like dark,
You're right, but that's so funny.
So I went with her, and then Suki Waterhouse, I think, has incredible bangs.
yeah.
And then from the 90s, Jennifer Love Hewitt and Neve Campbell.
That's what I was just thinking of, Jennifer Love Hewitt and Neve Campbell.
In Scream, Neve Campbell, those little, like, I just love they each had like 3 wisps. Of
wisp, but it just looks like, oops. I'm just existing and cute, and they just happen to look like this.
And I just have a whisper of a bang,
Yeah, where it's barely there,
Just
and you're like, I like the Farrah Fawcett had like the curtain
Oh,
bangs.
the feather. Yeah.
Like the feathered.
Yes.
Those are great.
Those are good.
I don't think I would ever do them, and this is so chaotic. I love Betsy Johnson's hair.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's crazy.
it's so good, though.
yeah, but I'm like, she pulls it off.
She rocks it.
Yeah, she has the like flat straight bangs, and on most people it would just look like a wet dog.
Yeah.
And
She's making it
she
work.
makes it work. She looks like there was an era where Barbie had straight bangs.
Yeah.
And she like pulls it off like that. And I remember that. I remember seeing them on Barbie and being like, these are cool.
These are the best bangs.
But they're like flat.
yeah.
And then, yeah, I guess that's.
Yeah, that's good. Those are good. I mean, Taylor, you kind of opened with it, that Taylor was like,
Yeah,
your
I know. I was
inspo.
like, well.
No, that was good. You knew what this podcast was, and I appreciate that.
Thank you.
You get it. I love your bangs so much. Are you going to keep them?
Yeah. And
like
I
them.
like.
It's like a child. I'm like, are you going to keep it?
No, because I just got photos done with them because I was like, I need photos. And my
Right.
boyfriend was like, just like, I have a tour coming up. I have like was making just, one of the mini flyers we make for social media.
Sure.
And he's like, well, just use a photo you have. And I'm like, no, they don't have the bangs. And he was like, yeah, but you may not always have bangs. And of course, instead of just going, no, I think I'm going to have them for a while, which is what I ended up saying. But I was like, oh, I wouldn't have bangs all the time. What's wrong with my bangs? I said,
Why do you hate my bangs?
well, yeah. What do you fucking think I'm hideous?
Oh, I look awful. I'm hideous. You don't
I
want
have
to fuck
a
me?
stupid haircut. And he's like, no, they look great. I just like, you change your hair. You got bangs. That's a change. And I'm like, well, they're never going away. Probably. That's not true. I change my hair so much.
I know. was so against changing my hair when I had the really long, like down, like at roast, when we did roast battle in Denver, I had just very long, like no shape to it. I thought I was Blake Lively. I was not Blake Lively.
I thought it was cute.
Thank you so much. But then I did the bob.
I was Blake Lively. I was not Blake Lively. You looked great with a bob.
Thank you. I do like a bob a lot.
I was like, you brought a bob to life.
Thank you. I think a bob is probably maybe my favorite haircut. It's just, I love the like chic, bitchy, posh Spice vibe.
I love it too. I feel like I wouldn't look like you have a posh, like chic look. I think if I get a bob, I look like an angry mom.
Well,
I'm coming at you in a minivan and I'm like, you were late for PTA. Like, even a lob is just a real slippery slope to that like Karen haircut for me.
Totally.
Where it's just like one hair out of place and I'm suddenly everyone wants to, I don't know, make some manager joke, whatever.
You know what's so funny is one girl, when I was putting up these clips where I like, you know, a couple people had commented on my age. I was doing shows in La Jolla and some guy was like, you look 40. And I was like, well, I'm 38. So like, congrats.
Good job.
That's my age.
You should work at the fair.
Exactly. So but this girl, and I had a couple clips like that I put up, and this like young Gen Z girl with a mullet kept being like, it's your hair. It's because you don't have any layers. You need layers or bangs.
With a mullet?
No, she had a mullet. And
was it like
Gen
one
Z.
of the good mullets?
It was like, she was like hipster. She was like a Silver Lake mullet, you know?
Like, you look like, never mind. I'm not going to shit on someone who's clearly a fan of yours.
I couldn't tell. I was like, is this a fan? Is this a read?
Like, you have the haircut of a 70-year-old man.
Exactly. But I will say, I do think I did take her advice at some point, you know?
Yeah, no, it's good. You got some layers. I think the bangs are great.
Thank you so much. And I will say, like, even though I do think like the chic, posh, I can pull it off, but I am at the age where like it could easily look a little momish if I'm like if I'm in sweats with that.
And there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm not a mom.
I'm not a mom.
I'm not tall enough to get like cast as a mom. I've gone on like mom auditions on commercial, and the kids are the size as me.
Yeah,
same size as me. And very quickly, my commercial agent was like, "We're not going to send you on those anymore."
Yeah, I've gone on a bunch of mom auditions. I have not booked one. I think it's because I'm dead inside, but
I love you.
I love you so much.
Like, could you do that without rolling your eyes, please?
Could you stop looking at your reflection in the lens, please? I'm like, I look amazing today. I got called a MILF the other day, and I was like, and I've been called a MILF a couple times. Have you ever been called a MILF?
No, and honestly, now I'm disappointed.
But honestly, it's kind of a double-edged sword because it's like,
you're like, you think I'm a mom.
Yeah, I'm like, that's basically like you're just saying I'm pretty hot for being old. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have kids, so.
Yeah, it's also like, can someone just like, we need a term, because it's like, you know, there are hot older women, older than, you know, a fucking 18-year-old. Yeah. You cannot have kids and be an older woman.
Yes,
do you know that?
Exactly.
Is that maybe I'm fuckable because I haven't snapped raising my children.
Exactly. That's why I'm still fuckable.
Yeah, and because you're hot.
Thank you so much.
But that's so funny that I feel like people don't automatically, maybe they do. Do people automatically at a certain age put men into you must be a dad? I feel like only if they look a certain way.
Yeah, I think if they have salt and pepper hair, maybe like a zaddy. I mean, I've definitely called Court McCown a zaddy many times.
Who hasn't?
But I know him.
That should be the name of his sitcom.
It should be. Oh my God. But I have a bit about this. I actually think I tried it for the first time at that lab show we were on. That weirdly amazing.
Yeah, it's never good, but it was good.
But it was amazing.
Yeah.
I was talking about like we don't have a good like Zaddy's fun, you know, like Zaddy's, but like for an older hot woman we have cougar and MILF,
and that's it.
And it's like cougar is like a solitary predator, like a fucking
that roams the mountains
alone, dying alone, you know, just like
comes out in the nighttime being like, I could eat whatever that is.
Yes, exactly.
I guess I'll take that.
Yeah. And then MILF, which is like, you're a mom, but you can still get it.
Yeah, and it's like, I'm not a mom, and I'm not going to act like a mom, and you're not getting Cheerios the morning after we fuck.
Exactly.
Like, whatever you think you're getting from a MILF, you're not getting here.
It's not happening, okay?
There's no pancakes at breakfast.
None of them. I
don't eat breakfast.
I don't eat breakfast. I don't even have a stove.
I intermittent fast. How do you think I got so hot?
We're splitting a fucking sweet green harvest bowl.
Yeah. I'm killing myself over here. Unaliving myself.
I know, right?
Oh, God, kill me.
God, I know, right? Well, okay. This has been so fun. I know.
Happy MILFing.
Anyway, happy MILFing, you guys.
Good luck, MILFs.
Where can everyone find you?
You guys can follow me at JMS Comedy on all the platforms. I've got a podcast called Ignorance is Blessed. And jmscomedy.com for my tour dates. I'm going all over the country. I'm doing a tour called Big Mouth in a Small Town. So coming to some smaller cities and towns. So
I love it. You guys go see her. JMS is literally one of the funniest. Like truly so funny, so great. Obsessed with you, obsessed with your bangs.
Thank you. I'm obsessed with you.
Thank you for being my sister in bangs.
Yes. Bang Squad.
Bang Squad.
I
all
changed
right.
it.
Bye, guys.
Bye.